How to get a care assistant job in the UK with little or no experience in health. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a sample of a CV that will land you a care assistant job even without an educational background or job experience in health. I'll be sharing tips I got from conversations with 2 recruiters in the UK that hire care assistants from overseas. If you're tired of sending out applications without success, this is the video for you. Please watch this video to the end so you don't miss out on the tips that is going to be the game changer in landing you your job in the UK. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Jackie and you're welcome to my channel where I share content on studying, working and living abroad. In my last video, I shared on how to become a care assistant in the UK without any job experience. I showed you 10 easy steps to land that job in the UK without any background in health. One of the steps I shared was writing your CV. And as promised, this video is all about how to write a CV to land that care assistant job in the UK with little or no experience in health. Your CV is very important because this is the first contact the recruiters or employers will have with you. So you need to sell yourself in your CV, put your best foot forward, so you'll be that candidate that will catch their attention. It is very important you watch this video to the end because after showing you a sample of the CV, I'm going to be sharing these important tips I got from the recruiters in the UK that could be the reason you are not getting a job. So before I show you a sample of a CV I wrote specifically for this video, let me give you some tips on CV writing. First, keep your CV very short, a maximum of 2 pages. These recruiters receive hundreds and if not thousands of CVs, and if yours is pages upon pages, it could discourage them from even taking a look at it. So please keep it short, a maximum of 2 pages. And the first page of your CV is your power page, which should contain the vital information the recruiter is looking for. And the first quarter of the first page is where you should load all the vital information. Like if you took my advice to do the care certificate, you would include this in the first quarter of your CV. And also if you volunteered in a hospital or a care home, include that in the first quarter of your CV. That is the part of your CV you should use to get the attention of the recruiter. Ensure you impress with the top quarter of page 1. Now about fonts. The font style that is recommended is Arial or Calibri. Keep it very simple. And the size should be between 10 to 12, but the headings can be bigger than 12. Also write your CV in bullet points. Do not use essay style. That is a bit difficult to read. It's easier to read when it's in bullet points. And also look out for spelling mistakes. After writing your CV, ensure you go over it over and over to make corrections. You can also give it to an editor to edit for you. Your CV is a very important document, so give it all the attention it deserves. Another very important tip is that you should not apply for different jobs with one CV. You should always tailor your CV to the job that you're applying for so you can include keywords that are in the job advertisement. I'm going to be talking about this tip at the end of the video after I show you the sample, so stick around for that. So why different CVs for different job applications? If you're applying for a domiciliary care worker, for example, the roles are going to be slightly different from a care assistant working in a nursing home. So this is why you need to tailor your CV to meet the specific job description that you're applying for. Alright, so let's look at a sample of a CV I wrote specifically for this video. The first thing in your CV is your personal info. So you write your name. Here I have Alice Ben, then phone number and email address. You do not need to write your home address, your country, and all of that. It is not needed for this CV. And you also do not need to write your gender, if you're male or female. You don't need to write your religion. You don't need to write your age, your date of birth. All that is not necessary. The only 2 things a recruiter requires from you is your phone number and your email address. Now let's talk about your email address. You need to use a professional email address, which has just your first name, your surname at gmail.com, for example. You may have an old email address from when you were in school, maybe Trailblazer1, Highly Favored, 12K, and all of that. You're all of that, yes, but please, for the purpose of applying for jobs, open a new email address that is just your first name, your surname at gmail.com. Very important. After your personal info is your professional summary. This is where you're going to sell yourself and convince the recruiter you're best suited for the job. You're going to include your care certificate, your volunteer work if you have. Okay, so this is what I wrote here. Professional summary. A calm and patient-focused care assistant with expertise in delivering high-quality care to clients in fast-paced hospitals and nursing homes. Always ready to help with hygiene, mobility, and cleaning needs. Works fast to stay ahead of continuous patient workload. Fully trained in 15 care certificate courses. In this professional summary, write all the good things about yourself that will make the recruiter interested in you. Then after that is your skills. Here I wrote first aid, elderly care, clinical waste disposal, medical administration, basic health checks, health and safety training, housekeeping. Here write the skills that are necessary for the job you're applying for. When you check the job description, you pick out keywords from there. The things you're going to be doing on a day-to-day, those are the things that you're going to write here in your skills. Alright, so over to your work history. If you had volunteer like I advised, you're going to write that there. Now only write the job experience that is relevant to the job you're applying for as a care assistant, and you start with the most recent. So here we have volunteer care assistant at St. Anne's Hospital in Lagos, Nigeria, starting from April 2022 till present, delivering outstanding patient care to over 1,000 patients. Yeah, it's very important to mention the number of patients that you are taking care of. I act as a key communication point between patients, relatives, carers, and all internal staff, responsible for overseeing all administrative operations for the nursing and doctoral units. Here, write exactly what you do at your job from day to day. Key responsibilities I wrote here are supporting doctors and nurses in patient care, non-clinical support, and infection control tasks, assisting patients with their inquiries and responding to all requests promptly and effectively, assisting patients get out of bed, dressing, and for personal hygiene and toileting, helping to manage residents with physical disabilities including mobility and incontinence, helping patients using aids and equipment, always following health and safety procedure. Here you're going to write all the things that are listed in the job advert, all the things that they say are your roles, your day-to-day duties. You're going to write them here as things that you've been doing at your voluntary work. So I have others here, but just beef it up and, write the things that you have in your job description. Just pick out keywords from there and write them here. Do not write things that you cannot do. Just write the ones that you can do only, so you don't get into trouble. Okay, key achievements. Reducing spillage and adverse incident reporting by 75% within 3 months of joining the team. Streamlining reporting systems for all nursing records, saving an hour of work a day for nurses. These are the kinds of things recruiters want to hear. So sell yourself in here. Write out all the important things you do at your job. Do not overlook any achievements. No matter how small, it's going to be very relevant for your CV. You can also add job experiences that are not in healthcare, but the skills you use in that job can be transferable to your care assistant job. I'm going to be showing you an example. Like here, customer service manager at Hands and Elbow Styling in Nairobi, Kenya. The key responsibilities: keep front office area clean and neat to maintain brand image of the company. This is a transferable skill because you need to keep your care home clean and neat at all times. Another one is resolve clients' issues swiftly and efficiently in a friendly and supporting manner. Issued visitor passes and record visits on security systems. Superb client retention and aftercare services. These are things that will interest the recruiter, and these are skills that you can transfer to your care assistant job. Key achievements: being personally commended by management for preserving brand image. Receiving Team Member of the Year award in 2021. Again, these are things that will sell you to the recruiters. You need to add things like this to your CV. After your work history is your education. Now you do not need to write the school you went to and all of that. Recruiters are not interested in all of that, especially if you don't have a background in health. You do not need to write things that are not relevant to the care assistant job. So here you can just write your care certificate. You can mention that yes, you're a graduate, you can write that, then write your care certificate you received and any other training that is relevant to your care assistant job. Also, if you graduated with like a first class, that is something you need to write. If you got awards in school, you can also include that. All right, so here I wrote education, first aid training, CPD courses 2021 and 2022, 15 care certificate courses 2022, graduated from communication arts with a first class in 2018. And you also include that references are available on request. You can also write hobbies and interests if they are related to the care assistant job. So that's a sample of a CV that will land you a care assistant job in the UK. It is simple, it is straight to the point, use bullet points, impress the employers at once. Do not waste their time with loads and loads of information. I got this structure from recruiters in the UK that hire care assistants from overseas. They couldn't stress enough how simple and short you should keep it. Just go straight to the point with relevant information that they need. Remember, you're going to be submitting your CV with your cover letter. Your cover letter is where you introduce yourself to the employer. You write about yourself, your skills, your certifications, and your experience. I'm going to be doing a separate video on how to write a cover letter for a care assistant job. So please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I share that video. You do not want to miss any information on this journey to becoming a care assistant in the UK. I'm also going to be doing separate videos to show you where to apply for jobs and how to apply for these jobs. So please look out for that video as well. So let me show you how to tailor your CV to suit a particular job you're applying for using the keywords in the job description. Here we have a care assistant job advert. Job title, care assistant. Job setting, care home, nursing home. Job role, carer, care assistant, care support worker. It was posted on the 28th of July 2022. Some of the benefits on this job include early pay, which gives you the option to access some of your salary ahead of payday. A competitive salary with flexible working hours. You tell us what hours you want to work. Fully funded training support and development opportunities. We want to go down to about the role. As a care assistant or carer on a team, you care for our residents like they're your own family. It's all about looking after their physical, psychological, and social needs. And day to day, you will help with personal care activities such as washing, personal hygiene, dressing, and assisting with meals. So you're going to pick out keywords from this advert and add to your skills. So you're going to write helping patients with physical, psychological, and social needs. You're also going to write helping patients with personal care activities such as washing, personal hygiene, dressing, and assisting with meals. So this is an example of how to get keywords from a job advert to include to your CV, and I'm going to tell you why. From my conversation with the recruiters, I was told that why people keep applying for hundreds of jobs without any success is because they do not have the keywords the recruiter is looking for in their CV. Because of the volume of applications they receive, they do not manually sit down to look at each CV page by page. They run these CVs through a software that just picks out the keywords from the CVs. So they have the keywords they are looking for in every CV. So when they run these checks and your CV does not return with these keywords, you are not successful. They do not get back to you for an interview. So this is why you say you've applied for hundreds of jobs without success. It's simply because you do not have the keywords in the job description in your CV. Now you see why it is very important to not use one CV to apply for so many jobs. You need to ensure you tailor each CV to meet the specific job you're applying for. So after writing your CV, you can do a scan yourself to find out if your CV has enough keywords to meet the requirement of the job description. You can run this scan at jobscan.co. I'm going to link that below. When you apply the tips I've shared in this video, you're going to land yourself a care assistant job in the UK with little or no background in health. The next videos I'm going to be sharing on how to become a care assistant in the UK is how to write your cover letter and how to apply for jobs. So please look out for those videos. If you're yet to subscribe, now is the best time to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any information. Another important thing you need to do as you're applying for jobs is open a spreadsheet where you record all the job applications you're sending out. You're going to write the company you're applying to, the role you're applying for, the date date you sent out this application, the email you sent it to, and all of that. Have a spreadsheet for all applications you send out so that you can follow up on these applications. It's okay to write back later to follow up on your application, but please ensure you're following up after the submission deadline. Example, if you're applying for a job today that the submission deadline is in 2 weeks, do not follow up on that application like next week. Please wait for the submission deadline to elapse before you reach out to them for follow-up. Alright, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Please watch other videos on my channel about how to relocate to other countries around the world. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.